Guys, so this is what if Deku was a Green Lantern. Now, it's no music right now. Yeah, I can't do any music right now, but actually, maybe future edit me will add music, but for now, not really. So guys, let's get into the video. So basically, Deku is born relatively the same. Deku has the same life. He's born quirkless. Deku's life is exactly the same. Now, in this universe, Green Lanterns, Purple Lanterns, there's a Lantern Corps and multiple, the whole entire Lantern universe still exists. Yellow Lanterns, Red Lanterns, all other types of Lantern Corps. So basically, I think my favorite Green Lantern Corps probably has to be the Blue Lanterns and Red Lanterns, because everybody likes the generic Green Lantern Corps. But yeah, so basically, Deku is born relatively the same. Deku goes to school. He's born quirkless. Deku is bullied, but Deku has a lot more willpower in this universe. Deku isn't a pushover. Deku fights and also fights back. He doesn't push over. Deku doesn't stop, and basically Deku does whatever he can to become equal to people with quirks. So Deku gets bullied, beat up, and also bruised a lot more, bad in this what if, because Deku actually does antagonize and joke and also, talk back to people that are talking to him about him being quirkless. So Deku has a lot more willpower than he had in canon, like a lot more, like freaking, like straight up Deku can be quirkless and paralyzed, but Deku will still try to fight somebody. So Deku has a lot of willpower. So Deku basically goes to the school, and everything's basically the same. The last day of school, everything is the same. Deku goes to Deku Beach. Basically, he's wandering around and thinking about how is he going to be a great hero even though he's quirkless. After Deku getting beat up by Bakugo and his journal being blown up. Deku sees a green light in the sky, and Deku sees that it looks kind of weird. Deku doesn't think anything of it and walks off, trying to go back home, trying to, forget about the whole entire sludge villain thing. So Deku walks back home, and he's about to walk back home, but Deku sees that the green light is coming straight towards him like a meteor. Deku starts running off, and Deku gets, about 6 feet away from the crash site. Deku gets pushed back and gets, landed straight on his face. Deku gets back up, spitting sand out of his mouth, and pretty much walking towards the crater that the green light made. Deku looks at it closely, and he sees that it's some sort of green energy or some sort of green ring. Deku's confused, saying that why is there a ring in space? Deku walks towards it, and the crater surprisingly just breaks down and lets Deku fall into it. Some sand starts falling into it, and Deku grabs the ring quickly, not trying to get buried alive. Deku climbs out of the sand pit that the whole entire ring made, and Deku looks at the ring carefully, seeing that it looks kind of weird. So Deku looks at the ring and sees the symbol on the front of it. Deku puts it on, surprisingly, and basically Deku gets teleported, or I don't know, whisked away into the sky. But Deku stops halfway into the sky, and he sees that he's flying. Deku falls onto the ground and falls into the sand. Deku's confused and looks at the ring, seeing that it's glowing. Deku walks back home, and basically the next day, Deku starts messing with the ring. Deku finds out that he has pretty much, he's only seen that the ring can make him levitate, so Deku doesn't know what the ring can do. Deku tries to do movements and, shoves, and pretty much isn't getting anything. Deku sees the ring when he's about to leave Deku Beach, when, the day gets near and dark. Deku sees the ring glowing like crazy. Deku looks up and he sees another green light. Deku moves out the way, and the green light crashes. But Deku thinks it is, but just a wisp of sand gets blown away. Deku sees that it's a floating lantern. Deku looks closely and he sees that it's a Green Lantern core. Deku looks closely to it. Now Deku doesn't know what a Green Lantern core is because he's human. So Deku just looks at it, and, turns it around. Deku doesn't know what it is. Basically, just looking at it and poking it. The Green Lantern core automatically attaches to Deku's ring, and Deku's confused to it, thinking it, is trying to take his ring. So Deku tries to pull it off, but Deku sees that it's a course of energy, or it's transferring energy of some sort of green light towards or into the ring. Deku lets it, charge up the ring, and Deku's lantern pretty much levitates around Deku, just keeping like it's an invisible line shredded, pretty much, well, threaded to Deku and the lantern. So Deku starts walking around around Deku Beach, and the next day Deku starts training and training, and Deku finds out that he has superhuman, abilities. Now Deku, with the Green Lantern powers, Deku has the ability of flight, and also Deku has a crazy durability because Green Lanterns can put a force field around their body. So Deku can fly. Deku also can breathe in space. Deku also has all the, generic and normal powers that Green Lantern has, like superhuman agility and strength. Deku also has Green Lantern, construct building, like how you can make a machine gun out of energy, pretty much stuff like that. Now Deku finds out from the Green Lantern, uh, lantern, the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern gives a recording, a voice recording, saying that Izuku Midoriya, you have been chosen to use the ring of a very ancient warrior, and you are chosen to save your world from inevitable doom of aliens. So basically, Deku pretty much already knows that it's probably aliens because there's no way any of the stuff that he has right now in his hands is human built. So basically, Deku trains and trains, and Deku finds out that his powers are, based off willpower. Now, Deku already knows that he has a lot of willpower. That's why the Green Lantern Corps picked him. Because he lives in a world of heroes and people with quirks and people that with superhuman abilities that can basically destroy Deku in a fight, but Deku still fights and Deku still perseveres. So they see something in Deku. So Deku basically uses his abilities to, shoot energy blasts, all sorts of other stuff. Pretty much, blasting them and pretty much shooting them all sorts of different ways and patterns. So Deku eventually comes across, a upbringing and sees that it's something happening. So Deku, so Deku basically goes home, and basically over the 10-month arc training, Deku finds out all of his abilities, not all of them, but gets pretty, enhanced and strong, and, well, skilled with them. So, Deku puts together a hero costume in the meanwhile. Deku's hero costume is basically the same hero costume as in canon, but it looks exactly like this, but the green in the outfit is a lot more darker. It matches with Deku's hair, and the red boots are replaced with a white color, and the red belt is a neon green. So Deku basically gets ready and they get started. So Deku goes to the entrance exams and aces the written exam pretty well, and Deku goes to, the quirk assessments, or, the quirk part of the entrance exams. They get ready and everybody gets started. So Deku doesn't, bump into Ochaku, or doesn't even bump into, Ida or anything. Deku doesn't get told by Ida to chill off with Ochaku, and basically they, go into the what if. Go into the fight. So they get ready, and Deku basically passes by everybody using his flight, flying past everybody and getting to robot, blasting it with energy blast and, machine guns that he makes out of his, Green Lantern ring. So Deku is running around, flying, all sorts of other stuff, and Deku sees that, the Zero Point robot comes along. Deku flies away, but he hears a girl screaming. Deku zooms towards the girl, grabs the girl, and pretty much flies her out into safety. or flies her out of danger. So Deku, after giving her or landing her down on top of a building, keeping her safe, he pretty much flies back into, the whole entire fake city and starts blasting robots and crushing them, pretty much making giant energy hammers and, cartoony, mallets squishing, well, the robots. So Deku gets to the, you know, entry exams, and the entry exams is cut short. Everybody goes back home, and Deku gets called by, or gets a note from UA that he got into UA. Deku goes to UA the next day, and Deku goes into class 1A. Everybody's, excited, and pretty much everybody is, told to stay quiet when Azal walks in class. Before Azal walked in class, Deku did, start flirting with a couple other students in class. He started flirting with Ochaku and a little bit with, well, Momo. So, guys, this is the right time to ask you guys. Go in the comments and ask me who should be the ship for this what if. Who should be, Deku's girlfriend or Deku's, love interest. So, yeah, guys, so go in the comments and, comment down below. Now, I will be doing a double ship. So, guys, you can do that. If you guys want to do double ship, just give me two, request for a ship. Or you can just do, one name and I can just do a single ship. So, yeah. So, basically, Deku goes, outside from the quirk assessment start, and pretty much Deku's told to throw the ball. Deku grabs the ball and uses his energy to make a cartoony hand, or pit some sort of armor around his arm, using his Green Lantern ring. Deku grabs the Green Lantern ring and pretty much chucks the ball with his Green Lantern power, and basically getting a pretty good score. For the long jump, Deku just flies past it. For the race, Deku just uses his flight to pass by everybody. Group test strength, Deku makes mechanical arms, and Deku gets a pretty good score all along, like in all total. So Deku goes back home after the entrance exams, and then everybody's handed their syllabus, and basically that's where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. So, guys, I'll continue part 2 about how Deku will handle the quick, combat training. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye. And part 2 of What If Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was in the MCU is going to be dropped tonight alongside this What If. I also will be uploading part 1 to a new What If on what if Deku was Kryptonian or Superman's son. So yeah, so see you guys later. Bye. Deuces, and as always, have a blessed day.